Good morning, Lana Scott. So guys, this is going to be a longer video, but I decided to ask the question, what strengths do healers have that ordinary people don't? Okay? And then I'm going to tell y'all what it says, and then I'm going to put them all back in the bag, and then I'm going to keep the camera rolling, and I'm going to then ask how do we use them to our most benefit, us and the people that we're trying to help. Okay, so when I pulled the runes and dropped them, I was like, this makes total sense. So guys, what we got here, first of all, is we get signals. Okay, so healers get signals that not everybody's going to get. Okay, if you have healing capabilities. And the only time that that's not going to benefit you is if you don't listen. If you let everything just sit on you and you know, now I realize it takes a while sometimes to unpack your gifts. Okay? But when it does, don't let it keep you frozen in fear because you don't know what to do with it. The universe will send you people to help. The universe will send you situations where your gifts will matter and be important and help somebody in some way, shape, or form that somebody who can benefit from it will not ordinarily have been able to have access to. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay? And then we have Soilu, which is wholeness, success. I'm getting a picture in my mind of somebody whose aura is shining brighter because they figure out their gifts and they use it in the correct way. Okay? In other words, when you're called into action by your angels, your spirit guides, the divine, you act on it. Okay? And then life flows so much easier because you are on your path of destiny. And we have the path of destiny rune in here, guys. This is why I know this is right. Okay? Then what we have is we have reversed Othella. And Othella being reversed is telling me that sometimes when your gifts come in and you start helping people, everything that you already know isn't always going to be able to help you. You're going to have to be creative. You're going to have to look at things in a way that you've never had to look at them before. Just like I'm realizing that my gifts are opening up and my runes are speaking to me. Like I've noticed I used to every once in a while pick up my book and look at the meanings just to see if I was getting the right message. Guys, I no longer do that at all. I know what they're telling me. So Othella Reverse is telling me your old conditioning, your old foundation is not always going to help you because as new gifts come in, okay, and wisdom from the divine, your angels, okay, is going to be what you're going to have to depend on. And it may be something totally foreign to you. Okay, does that make sense? And you're going to be birthing a lot of new things from that. New friends, new places, new ideas, new ideals, new foundations, or adding to the foundation you already have, like the way you were raised, your religious beliefs, what the divine's telling you, the places you go, like going into the grocery store and seeing somebody needing some help and offering some advice. Okay, healers do that as well. So it's not always something that you do. Sometimes it's what you say. So new things will become birthed because of that. And that is on your path of destiny, your breakthrough to self-change, to being the healer you're meant to be. Does that make sense? Okay. To me, that makes total sense. All right. Let's see. So I don't know if I want to pull some tarot on that right away, or if I want to, let's see, we'll pull a couple of tarot, then I'll reshuffle them, and I'll redo the runes and let y'all see how I lay them out and how they're talking to me. Okay, first of all, I'm going to cut these so that I don't know what's on the bottom of the deck. All right, so guys, does that make sense? Because we have Anzu, the single rune, Isa, the frozen rune, Soilu, Laguz for flow, Othella reverse, Gifu for gifts, Burka or Burkana for birth, and Dagas, breakthrough, the new light of day. Okay? So let me just pull a couple of tarot on that and see what we get. And this is major arcana only. because the reason why I'm doing Major Arcana only, guys, is I don't want to get into the drama of every day-to-day living. This is supposed to be guidance from the angels and spirit guides that talk to your angels and spirit guides that lead you on your path of destiny if you are a healer or have healing capabilities. And everybody has some amount of healing capabilities within them. Okay, it just depends on if you use them or not, and what you think of yourself, how you've been living your life, how your life changes from events and traumas and things that happen to you. Okay, and all of us, hopefully, which we know it's not true, but hopefully all of us want to live a better life and be a better person every day. Okay, so this kind of reading is meant for the people that know they have healing abilities or feel like their healing abilities and their psychism's opening up. The way they communicate with people is becoming better. People whose heart light is shining real bright. Okay, because the angels for the longest time kept telling me your heart, your heart, your heart, and I was like, what the hell are they talking about? I know I have a good heart, and Santero helped me realize this over the years as I watched her readings, and really tuned into her as a teacher and as a guidance. And I've actually told her she's one of my spirit guides. I think she laughed at that, but I was actually very serious because her readings have helped to open up my gifts or help me to understand my gifts. Does that make sense? So hopefully I can do the same for somebody out there. Okay, so I'm going to cut this one more time, and we're going to see what they say about this path of destiny. And let's see what's on the bottom. Temperance, flow. Temperance to me has a lot to do with the Laguz rune of keeping things flowing back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to put that up here. All right. So let's see what else we have. So then we have the High Priestess. Now, in the High Priestess, guys, that has a lot to do with this Anzu and these messages. Okay? And using also, because the High Priestess doesn't go on emotion. She goes on her intellect, on how she sees things and what she's learned from life. And she doesn't really put a lot of emotion in there. She's like, this is just the way that it works. And this, so as you open up to your gifts and you have some of that High Priestess coming in there, that's helping you to understand how your gifts work. She also tells you to step back, put no emotion to it, and say, how can I best serve? Or how can I best, make use of this ability? Okay. And it's one of those things, as you can see at the top of her crown here, she has the new moon, the full moon, and then the waning moon. So this is something that develops over time. Okay. That's how I see that card. I'm going to pull one more. And there we go. We have Justice. So to me, Justice is doing a balancing act, and of course, because she's got the what do they call this? It was in the movie of Constantine with Keanu Reeves about the Sword of Destiny, and I think that's what she has in her hand, guys. Sword of Destiny, Path of Destiny. Okay, so for those of you that feel called to help, that rather you just talk to people, rather you start your own YouTube channel, rather you open up, like yesterday I had a reading where somebody was thinking about starting, they didn't like the way the healthcare system was going and wanted to do their own thing. And this could be somebody that's studying Reiki. This could be somebody that's feels called to help animals, whatever little business that you might have wanted to start. This has to do with going on to your destiny of what you're being called to do in this lifetime. And guys, you got to realize in this lifetime, sometimes you also access parts of your past lives. Because, your soul's lived many, 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 many seasons, many, many years, many, many different lifetimes. We just don't remember them because they're not always useful in this life. You're learning something new, which is why I think we don't always remember stuff. But at the same time, I think sometimes past soul things that you've learned carry over and bleed over into this life because it's meant to help you live a better life going towards being a better person, a better soul, a better, lots of soul growth. So that's what I've got there for the first part of this reading. I'm going to take these cards and I'm going to put them back into the deck because that made total sense to me. And then okay, so that's the first part of the reading, guys. So now I'm going to ask, how can healers best use the gifts that they get if they listen and they decide to use those gifts, what's the best way to benefit for the healers and for the people that they want to help? So let's see what we get here. Oops, I just dropped a rune on the floor. Where did it go? Oh, no, that was my rock. Well, so we got Rado. Rado's at the bottom. Well, we've got Perth. Wait a minute, Rado. Where did... the rune that fell on the floor. Your spiritual self. So we're going to put that actually at the top, because I don't know where he came in the lineup. But because this is for healers, I'm going to put the spiritual rune up there. Okay. Okay. So we got Uri's, and he was actually in the middle. Okay, so guys, this is the layout that we got. And because I didn't know where Tyr fell, but Tyr is the spiritual warrior, I put the spiritual warrior at the top. And I can already see what this message says. So hang on, guys. Let me get these ones put back in here. This actually makes a lot of, and look, Path of Destiny just popped up. It flipped over when I was trying to put it back in. So, again, this is the second part of this message. Okay, so, all right, guys. So, we have spiritual warrior, okay, which is what all healers are, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all what this says. I see, exactly. So, what this is saying, how best to use them. Okay, Perth means secrets. So, this is telling me that for those of you that as you uncover some of your gifts, it's going to be a secret until you uncover it, or the reason, way, how to use your gifts. It will be special and different for every single person. And you know what? That makes total sense to me, because that's telling me that as just as many different people as there are just as many different ways to help. So it's going to be a secret until you discover it, until you discover how to use it and how it's going to move in your life. Okay, so it's going to be up to you to figure out how to use those gifts. Okay, and as you go into the future and travel and meet people over your lifetime, okay, you will gain in strength. You will gain in ways of how to help people, and everyone's path will be different. Now, there will be times when you will have to defend it. Family, friends, people will say, are you crazy? What do you mean you want to go to New Zealand and help where all the fires were? You know what I mean? Because you remember, guys, was it not New Zealand? It was Australia, where all the fires were. And a lot of people left the United States and went over there to help save the animals and help the people. So sometimes you may decide to go to Uganda and go help build a water well. Okay. There's a company that called Charity Water that I don't belong to right now, but I'm going to be doing it, starting up again with them probably in another 2 months, where I'll just be donating $20 a month and $30 a month, and everyone can decide how much they want to donate, because they go to other countries where people have no fresh water, where people kill themselves over water. And I have a story, but I'm not going to tell it because it's not my story to tell. But you know, you will at times have to defend why you want to do what you do. And not everyone's going to understand. And when they don't understand, you're just going to, your angels, your spirit guides, your willingness to help, your heart, how you want to help is going to be totally on you. And you're going to have to ask for guidance, because they look at Algiz as the rune of praying. Somebody standing there with their arms raised up to the heavens saying, give me guidance. So there's going to be times when you're going to feel like you're not, where it's going to feel really hard, but you're going to have to ask for help. Okay? And that's on your path of destiny. Does that make sense, guys? And y'all just saw me do this drop rune, and I knew when I started pulling them out, I was like, oh, secret. Oh, it's going to be a secret for everybody. So I totally get what the runes are telling me. They have been speaking to me in such a way, even on my own readings, and I'm just like, wow, at the way they talk to me anymore. So let me get a couple of tarot on this. So this one, guys, is what strengths do healers have and how to use them to the most benefit. And guys, each and every single one of you, it's going to be up to you as a spiritual warrior, as someone that wants to help on your path of destiny. It's going to be different for every single one of you. Two of you, like you may have a friend that has similar gifts that you do, and they want to do one thing and you do another. And that's the secret. Is how do you feel you can best help? You have to figure that out. It's your secret. Okay? So that just makes this whole it just makes sense, guys. It just does. Okay. So let me cut these and see what extra advice the I'm just going to do this one more time. That the cards can give. Let me see what we got on the bottom. Guys, y'all just saw me shuffle this deck, and I broke it up into several pieces. We got Temperance on the bottom again. It's going to flow differently for each and every single one of you guys. Okay? So let's see what else we got here. All right. Sometimes you're going to have to make a choice. Sometimes you're going to have to make a choice, guys. I'd rather you even want to go down your own path. I feel like it's telling me sometimes you may have to make a choice of this or that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Where you may have two great opportunities come up and you don't know which one to take, and you're going to have to make a choice as to which one. Again, it's going to be your secret, your way of figuring out how your path of destiny goes. You're going to have to figure it out. It's going to be a choice only you can make. And I say only you because we got the spiritual warrior room. All right. The next one, guys, we've got the magician. You have all the tools you need already. So I'm feeling like this message is for a couple of y'all. It's not going to resonate for every healer out there in the whole world. But whoever you are very, very strong. You have all the tools you need. You are a spiritual warrior. Does that make sense? Guys, sometimes it seems like here when I do my readings, they almost seem to, it feels like the angels are pointing towards somebody out there in particular, not just a general reading. So for someone, this is going to resonate. And look, the very next card, somebody is going to make a choice and start out on a brand new journey with their healing gifts. Your angels and spirit guides are going to be with you. And you may feel like you're actually jumping off a cliff and saying, I don't know how this is going to work out, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to rely on my spiritual help. See how she's got her arms raised up? You're going to rely on your spiritual help. That's what I'm really seeing in this picture. And I'm seeing the sun too. And for your biggest success, it may take a while to get there. But along the way, you'll have people that help you. You'll have people help you financially, spiritually. See the purse she's got on her arm? That tells me that's all her tools in the bag. All the tools that the magician has, they're in her bag right there. And along with that bag, when she feels like she's floundering sometimes, there's going to be people and divine help coming in to help this person, whoever this person is, to going forward on their path of destiny. Does that make sense? So guys, that's what I got for you this morning. This is definitely a spiritual warrior's, a healer's spiritual warrior's journey that is going to be a secret to each and every one of you till you figure out what it is you're supposed to be doing. And nobody can answer that but you. You see Perth? Perth means secrets. But I don't think this means secrets from other people. I think this means secrets locked within you. Only you can answer those questions, guys. But seeing all this movement and strength and defense tells me there's some of you healers going to take up that sword of destiny, and you are going into the future. And I feel like this could be some older people. I also feel like it's some younger people that haven't yet quite discovered that they're healers. Yeah. Also, I'm also, you know, guys, the runes also stand for letters. So there's a Y here, there's an R here, there's an M here. Your is reversed is like a U. I can't remember if that's exactly what it stands for, right? Elwaz always has looked like a Z to me. So if you know anyone that has those initials in their name, and this, of course, you know, this is like breakthrough is path of destiny. Dog is also like a Loomis gate, you know, the infinity sign. I have one of those. I actually have a tattoo of one on me. If you turn it this way, what does that look like? Sands of time, right? Sands of time. So this reading may be for somebody in the future, and maybe for somebody right now that you're just waiting for the sands to go through down enough that you get to the point of where you need to be. And, you know, when the sands run out of the hourglass, it doesn't always mean to me an ending. Sometimes it means to me that's when everything ends and a whole new beginning opens up. Just like we have with the Fool card here. Guys, that's what they're telling me. Sometimes an ending is a brand new beginning of a whole new way of life. So there you have it, guys. This is Lana Scott. I'm drinking my morning Joe. I'm getting ready to go today because part of my healing gifts is helping a lady that, you know, one of my client that I have. And this isn't going to resonate for everybody, but I hope somebody gained some knowledge or some ideas, or even had some secrets uncovered for them today from this reading. Be a light in the darkness, guys. There's more evil out there than there is good. And we need to make there be more good. Good always triumphs over evil in the end. And it's always a battle. So, guys, on your own personal path of destiny, on your own personal battle to be a better person every day, know that the angels and the spirit guides are with you. You have more spiritual help than you know. Okay? So this is for the healers. Be a light in the darkness. Be somebody's hero. Don't let them run you over in the process, guys, because there's ones out there that will just take and never give back. Beware of those. All right, that's what I have for you today. Lana Scott Lighthouse.